Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
If you're here to flip coins and gamble, click away. If you're here to actually learn how to trade futures with structure, strategy, and real results, then welcome. Because most people don't make it. Not because they are not smart, but because no one ever taught them how to build a foundation. Hello there and welcome. I'm Sean, the founder of Smart Traders Capital, and truly glad you're here. You have taken the first step into one of the most misunderstood profession is day trading. We believe trading is more than pushing buttons and chasing green candles. It's a craft, a discipline, a journey. Let me be real with you. This world is filled with noise. You have probably seen screenshots, the Lambos, the flashy wins on social medias, but they don't show you is the work, the structure, the thousands of mistakes behind every win. Yes, you can make money in trading and change your life, but only if you're willing to go slow and right. Yes, read it again. Slow and right. Most people who enter this game rush in like it's casino. They'll click buy or sell. They're placing a bet, hoping the market move in their favor. Sometime it does, and that random win feels like a magic. But randomness is not the strategy, and without the structure, you will lose more than you win. The market is like a 24/7 live stream. It's always moving, full of actions, suspense, drama, just like your favorite Netflix series. But don't get lost in the entertainment. Every trade you take must have a reason, a plan, a risk management. You can live with it, but you're not here to binge with price. You're here to learn how to navigate it with the. Good morning, traders. How are you guys doing? I'm going to be live at 8:30. Remember, today is a short day. Uh, we don't have. We have the 8:30 data on an initial claim and continuing claim. This might gonna move the market. Right now, market is continuing the down move from the yesterday. We just saw one big spike coming in now. Um, Crude oil is close to 74. We're watching very closely. If you saw seen this, if you can see on the screen. But overall trend is down. We'll see what's going to happen next. But definitely, we wanted to keep an eye on the trend. Trend is at this point is a downward trend, and the 8:30 is the economic data. So we're going to look at it and see whether we can find. Uh, So right now we are over. I think we're gonna discuss more on the pre-market analysis. If you're interested, come and join us at 8:30. We're gonna do trade live, and also we're gonna analyze the pre-market, build the trading plan, so we can execute once market open. So come and join us if you're interested in learning. We do go live every day, all trading days from 8:30 to 10:30.
the morning sessions with us. Come and join us.
Hey traders, welcome back to our daily market analysis. Today, I want to share our pre-market insights and break down our trading day grading system that helps us stay consistent and disciplined. Let me start with our grading system. We rate each trading day from A to F based on three key factors: market conditions, trade execution, and risk management. An A day means perfect execution in ideal conditions, while an F represents missed opportunities or poor risk management. For example, in today's pre-market call, we identified key support levels on the S&P 500 with a particular focus on the 60-20 resistance zone. Our analysis suggested a potential breakout trade, and we planned our entries accordingly. The biggest lesson from today's session: sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. When market conditions don't align with our strategy, staying on the sidelines is often the smartest move. Want to join us for live market analysis? We stream every trading day on YouTube, where we break down market movements in real time and share actionable insights. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to catch our next stream. Remember, consistent profits come from disciplined trading and proper risk management. See you in the next analysis.
Right now, the market doesn't care if it's a good news or bad news. It just wants a reason to go up. Someone sneezes, boom, green candles. We are in a phase of excessive liquidity. Money is pouring in. Pullbacks barely last 30 minutes. Buyers jump in instantly. But it wasn't always like this. Just a few weeks ago, crickets, no bids, no momentum. Institutions had the tap off. Nothing was flowing. But now, the fire hose is on full blast. You can't fight it. You have got to recognize the regime and trade with it.
Most traders know the patterns: breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped, and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
Good morning, guys. I'm waiting for 8:30 data to come in, and then we can start our pre-market analysis. You see, I'm closely watching the crude oil because the if market continues to sell off, the first indication going to come in from the crude oil because we want the crude oil to break out before we see any momentum on the downside on the ES and NQ. Right now, uh, small bearishness continuation before the FOMC. If you go and watch our yesterday pre-market show, I've highlighted that market is making lower highs on a smaller time frame, and that bearishness continued after the FOMC and even the last overnight session. Right now, market is very close to the support. If you look at the ES, we are very close to 6,002, which 6,000 is a really strong support. Similarly, on the NQ, we are trading close to 21,800. So really important support. Let's see what is really what brings us is the um, market um, continuing playing data. So if data it's not good or it doesn't go tie back the numbers what the FOMC was saying, there might be a reaction. It could be other way or could be continuation. So what I'm really looking forward is to see that whether we can find a continuation momentum or and it can happen because today today is a short day. It's 1 p.m. And then the equity market is already closed. So there's a high likelihood uh, that that market will go downside in low liquidity, uh, just to push down. So it can easily happen, and this continuation will go. I have some ideas. So come and join us around 8:30 to 8:40. We're gonna do a pre-market analysis and we're gonna do a detailed review and prepare a game plan. Stay tuned, guys. Just a few seconds left, guys, in releasing the data. We're gonna see what happened next now. Market is close to releasing data. 20 seconds up. No reaction yet. No reaction. Either is it within the expectations, and that's maybe the reason that there is no reaction. And this can also happen in the short day. Therefore, there's no reaction to the news. Still watching to see. It's 1 minute up, no reaction to the market. That's really strange. So no reaction means that either market going to continue the trend or just a bit of a bounce and then coming down. So that's really interesting to see that there's no reaction in the market. So remember, as I said, that today is the short day. There may be a low volume, low liquidity day. So be careful not to push too much your luck today. We're going to start our pre-market analysis in just a few minutes. Right now, as I said, crude oil is very close to 74.50. If you look at the daily chart, um, right, if you look at the daily, we have a prior pivot is close to the January 25, which is close to $76. If we see a breakout and it's looked at, CL is making a breakout and trying to go and reach the recent high, which is $76. If this is a sign for the early breakdown, so if this continue to happen, if oil and crude oil is started breaking out, just likely we're going to see a further downside move in the ESNNQ. So therefore, very important to keep an eye uh, for CL in order for us to trade ESNNQ. So muted reaction came in, but now look at it again. Market is coming back down. The point is that the market is in the bottom side of the range, both on ES and NQ. We want this to break down if we really wanted to get it done or get some momentum. 6,000 is the level, which is very close to breaking out, but every time it breaks out, it basically moves back up, right? So we need a clear breakdown coming down, and that's the only way we can take it. If you take it now, you can easily stop me out by squeezing it. Just give me a second. I'll be back in 1 second. So let's see what it does here. Can it break down here? Market just pushed down under 6,000, and it did a couple of times before as well, right? So this is not the first time it's trying to break down. The only difference is that this time the NQ also supporting it. But look at this, how many times it bounced back. That other screen you can't see. It's on my Discord screen where I'm sharing my other charts. But if you go and look at the ES on the daily, you can see. In fact, you can see here as well in the 5 minutes. See how many times it's coming down and bouncing it. So it's a very strong level of 6,000. We don't know whether it's going to break down now or maybe after the session. But keep an eye. If it breaks down, then we do not need to wait. But unless it's just not breaking down, we should not preempt, because if you're going to preempt, look at it every time. Even let's just look at this one. So it touched last time and then moved almost 10 points in just one spike. Though it came back down, but you never spike from 10 points all the way to go to 15 points, right? So you do not need to move, don't need to front run the move. If you're gonna front run, if you're gonna try to preempt the move, there's a high likelihood that you're gonna stop out every time. And when the actual move is going to happen, you either done for your day, you don't have enough risk remaining to take it, or you will take it very quickly and then exit it without using the full potential. So very important, keep an eye on the CL as well. We want the CL to break out and this to come down, and that could be in a very ideal perfect risk reward entries as well. If you're more interested in learning that how I do that, what is the everything, come join me every day. If you're interested, come join our ecosystem. I have written some books. I have the whole methodology in place. So if you'd like to take benefit of that, go take the benefit of it. If you just want to learn, explore, come on the YouTube channel. A lot of free videos, a lot of stuff I have already posted. Watch every day with me. Trade live with me on the YouTube. Build that learning ones. Our community is more for someone who's really interested in putting the game up, not just a couple of $100 and then move out and then stop out next day. It's more on the consistency and the gradual progress. If you have any question, if you want to ask about it, feel free to write it down in the chat and I can read it and I will answer your questions. So see here again, it tried to come back down and look at this, it started bouncing back again. That's exactly what I'm saying, that we don't need to preempt or anticipate that move. Once this happens, then we need to go and jump in, not before. Morning, Wilmer. And the guys on the YouTube, yesterday we had a strategy session, and even within the strategy session, we were going to be having the right last at 8 o'clock. We saw market was dropping, and I did all of us took some trades last night, and it was very profitable. And I guess you can see here as well. This is from my last night trades. So I made those drop. We do the 3 trades. On a 1 trade, I lost $114, and on the other 2 trades, I made almost $1,200. So that's the risk management. That's what I was talking about. You need to make sure that when you're wrong, you lose very little, but when you're right, you make much more. So this is all about trading. It's not about hope, greed. Uh, it's all about managing risk. And you guys go back and look at the yesterday our YouTube pre-market analysis. As I pointed out, This weakness is not started after the FOMC, so don't get in the impression. I basically explained in the yesterday 8:30 session that market was making lower highs. So if you can look at it, if you don't trust me, look at it here. Go back and watch our video. This is the swing high. This is the lower low. This is the lower high. This is the lower low. This is the lower high. This is the lower low. So this what basically FOMC did is not able to go over the high. They just continued the trend, which was not started again. It just not started yesterday. Always remember, which was not started yesterday after FOMC. It was started 2 days ago, and that's why really important. Right now, we are on the support of this swing low. Whether we're going to build a new structure and the breakdown happen today, I don't know. Okay, my job is not to guess. My job is if it happens, then I trade and take the profit. So my job is not to predict when it's going to break down and build the new structure or it is going to go back up. That's not my job. When I see happening in any situation, my role is to just to follow the structure. And really, really important for you guys, those who are starting out, not to build habits thinking that every time the support is going to hold and every time the resistance is going to reject. And usually, uh, FOMC follows the trend from the last 2 days. It's not like the FOMC created a new trend. It was a trend which was created in the last 2 days. FOMC had just continued it. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Don't think that sudden move down and don't jump on those trades. I'm still telling you that I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but when it's going to happen, we're going to trade. Look at this right now. It's trying to break down, um, but tape is still really slow, uh, really slowly coming down. So I'm not sure that how far it's going to go. Okay, market is slipping. NQ is just pushed a little bit down. Almost 10 seconds remaining in closing this minute. Let's see what happened next. Exactly retesting the 4 o'clock low. might gonna take the trade at this point. Retested the pre-market low. Let's see what does next. So I just entered into the position. I'm gonna keep it very tight. If it doesn't go into the direction, I'm gonna quickly stop out. I see a tape is starting fast, trying to push down. Let's see what it does. Is push a little bit down. I want the 21,750 to break down. A bit extended. That's the only worry I have. Bit extended. Morning. Yeah, so we just entered the trade, a small size in the MNQ, but it's really broke down the level, and I want a bit more continuation. I wanted to take the profit if it's break 21,750, but it's just a bit extended at this point. This sell, this happened with the volume. Um, so I'm expecting a bit more continuation here. I wasn't expecting it's gonna break down uh, in the pre-market. Right now we have almost 50 minutes left, and in 12 minutes before 9 o'clock. Um, see, this is spiking now, so I think I need to stop out. Let's see. I'm gonna just give a little bit more, few more seconds. It's made the new low, and then okay, it's retested the prior low. That's good, very good. Pushing down now. This is in the trade. Okay, this is the trade. I wanted 21,750. It touched the 755. I want a 755 to break. Come on, one more push. Very good. Come on, come on. It's just a 750 and then move back up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. Just one push down. Here you go. Here you go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. All right, I stopped out. Beautiful trade I had. A quick 21,750 breakdown. Voldemort, did you take it with me? All right. So, guys, those who are on the YouTube and on the XC, this is how easy it is to make money if you are following the structure. See, we only entered when that really happened, and you can see here how many times it happened before, but we never entered it because we know you do not need to, you know, anticipate or front run the move. When this happens, you're gonna see it's happening, and then you need to join. You do not need to see or expect on the first time, and then you just blindly enter. It's still going to move down because the momentum is still the strong, but you need to get the best move. Now it's extended on the 5 minute, on the 2 minute, so we can't just push it. But when it broke down, we wanted 25, 30 points. We got it, because if you look at the 5 minutes, it was extended, right? It's still going. It's still going. Don't take me wrong. It's still going. Uh, but we need to protect ourselves from the spike back up again. So see if we get another 2 5 minutes of consolidation here, and then the next move comes in, then we will take it. But now look at the 30 minutes. It's a bit extended, right? And ES reached to 59.90. It's almost 10 points. It's possible that NQ can break 21,698 as well. Uh, we have 12 more minutes. So I'm watching. Let's see what it does. We still have 2 more minutes in this 5 minute candle to close. So market is bouncing now. Guys, give a thumbs up, guys. Those who are watching on X and the YouTube, if you saw us trading live, we get the beautiful trade. We got it broke down. If you're taking with this trade, give a thumbs up. If you have missed this trade, look, we're going to look for another trade. Just watch and give a thumbs up. Appreciate us if you are with us. That's true. Market is like that. Yeah. But that's why don't chase it. It's really important for you to don't chase it, but also don't front run. You need to be balanced. So see, if you chase it now, then you're gonna be squeezed now. You have to take all these 30 points bounce back heat, and that is too much. Market is retesting the prior breakdown level. Not every time. It's retest and reclaimed. Both. Yeah. In only way you can do that if you take the size which doesn't really matter to you. If you're gonna take the size which matters to you, then it's gonna be harder for you to learn and then build that muscles. Uh, because this is hard, right? It's about is money going in and out. So uh, you know, so take the position which doesn't really bother you. Uh, and then idea is also that if you stop out, just don't re-enter quickly. That basically you don't basically what I realize is you don't lose money more uh, if you basically don't re-enter quickly and if you stop out on timely basis. Your learning curve will be much better. You're gonna be much more quickly profitable uh, than doing that. What I'm saying to you that don't not stopping out on time and re-entering very quickly. Market is now trying to bounce, but market's still the weak. And always remember today is a low liquidity, low volume day, so you can easily expect market to you know to push down. Okay, easily. So it's almost 1.5 minutes remaining in closing it. So see, today is an important day in a sense that market is close. We already have a downside momentum. A lot of short side traders were expecting this downside momentum. They know a lot of institutions are off today. The liquidity is not there, so they might want it to cash out, low volume, and they're just gonna short, 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 short today. Easily possible, right? Because the institutions, imagine, right? All the mutual funds and the cash session is closed. So likely be the hedge funds and low volume market makers must be managing the session because equity market is close to that. So they might just gonna continue this momentum on the downside. Don't expect market to have an aggressive bounces, and it can happen too, right? It can uh, have a bounce, trap, right? Or it can go down and trap short side and then just go back up long. Today could be a trap day. Uh, Definitely doesn't look like a chop day. A trap day doesn't look like a trap day. But I'm saying why it's not a chop day because the ranges are really big. Uh, you know, so you can easily push us on the one side just to get an advantage. Here you go. So those who are re-shorting it on the retest, spikes coming in. 9 o'clock. Let's see what happens. So interesting happened. NQ has requested 21.70, which is a prior uh, sell of point. Let's see what it does. The question is that are we going to see another leg down here, um, or are we going to see a little bit bounce before? And I'm not pretty sure. I would rather not have the breakdown now, just a smaller consolidation, and then breakdowns happen once the market opens. That's a much better risk reward for us than waiting. Sorry, come again? I mean, as such, it doesn't really matter, but it's really matter because still a lot of traders would like to trade 9:30. But you're right, it doesn't have the equity market, so there's no New York session today, basically. But the time still have the significance, you know. Yeah, yeah. So there's no cash session. Right? There's only CME session, and but it is the time still have the significance. 9:30 still have the significance. And then not the stock basically drive the future, but it's just that the institutions comes in as a cash session, so a lot of liquidity comes in with that. Yeah, yeah. And I don't think so. There's an holiday in Canada, right? No, that's fine. But I'm saying the future because their market will open 9:30, so they will might take the positions. Their a lot of their stocks are listed on the NYSE and the U.S. stock exchanges. As a dual exchange products, right? So if they go trade, that will impact the flow here as well. No, 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 because if underlying stocks are same, right? So futures will impact. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I think the second leg is coming down now. Yeah. So I'm not in the trade yet. I'm not sure that whether it's going to continue now or no. He can easily continue and then don't do anything. Here you go. What happened? I didn't know that I placed the order, buy order. I didn't know that I had a buy order open, just a one MNQ contract. It's just a mistake. Let me close it. I didn't know that I had a one MNQ buy order was there on this drop. It dropped and moved back up in my favor. I wish I would have an NQ. There's almost 30 points drop. And why this spike came in? Was it in the news? Yeah. Aptosis got lucky. I have one MNQ open at 721, 750. Were you short? Yeah. Always keep the profits. Always. So market is making a double bottom now. Yeah. And it's so crazy. Yeah, I mean that's his tweets and his questions are basically move the market drastically. So keep the profits. You know, so this 5 minutes candle is almost a 50-point candle. Can you imagine? You know, so it's really high. So you know what really we need to be very careful on the bottoming things because the bottom, if it's going to bottom out, it's just really going to be the difficult one, price action. Yeah. Yeah. It's making a doji now. Right, we need to be a little bit careful how we're gonna trade next trade. See, I realize that these algos work, but these algos are only works on a sensitive areas. So not every, when remember when market was selling off in February, you know, from March to April, nothing was impacting. Okay, market just keep coming down. No algo was there's no bounces coming or nothing. Whatever Trump's is all bearish. Market doesn't really care. Uh, and then in the last 3 weeks, market again doesn't really care, but is on the long side. Now again, market needs some direction. Market is in the chop section, right? So what I realized over the period that these algos really function well when the market is out in ranges because they know traders are like us. They wanted to trade every day and they try to play with us. So the best thing you can do that you do not trade in chop sections. Avoid chop sessions. Um, that basically that's basically you can do the best thing for yourself, not to trade on the chop session because they try to play with your emotions. They're gonna push you down and then you're gonna chase it and they're gonna pull it back. Look for the directional trades, whatever it is, whether both upside, downside, and at that time when the directional flow is, then market doesn't really care on any side of the news. Guys, we really appreciate your support. If you can give a thumbs up, um, and guys who are watching us on X, really appreciate if you can visit our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel, give a thumbs up. We really need your support to grow organically, and so other traders can come and see our channel. If you see that we adding any value, we really appreciate your help. Morning, then. Market is in the downside pressure. I think the trend is lower. Trend is lower. Uh, the question is that are we going to continue with this low side momentum, or basically are we going to spike first and then continue this low side momentum? Because remember, it's a low volume day today. they can easily just continue the trend. Yeah, seems like a double bottom. But let's see, because the flow is still the negative. So it's still the 12 minutes remaining. Um, the still consolidating market. Sorry? Yes, it's basically stock market. The equity market is closed today, but futures are open, and it's a short place. So 1 p.m. I think that they're high likelihood that they're going to continue this trend, this weakness, because a low volume, they can easily push the price further down to those people who went long today and got trapped because of the FOMC. So they can squeeze the retail out. Those who bought the options, they basically, because look at the all three sessions yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday session. It's making so many times higher lows, higher lower highs, lower highs. So they are trapped. They are basically trapping a lot of traders to thinking that market going to break out, and they're pushing the options premium. So what they can happen now that they're going to push the price down. They're going to be underwater on Friday when they're going to open, and then Friday would be the last day uh, before the weekend. So their weekly options are going to get expired. So you can easily continue the downside momentum trend uh, just to trap. Because today is a low volume. Yeah. So yeah. So triple pitching is really complicated day to trade. Usually you might not see any momentum. So whatever is likely that they wanted to close a lot of upside options out of money. So they're gonna continue to push the down. And I think that I was reading there's an article. If you Vivek, if you have a few seconds, just Google it. What is the JP Morgan option trade on the futures? I think there was a level and likelihood that market is going to close below that. They have the collar. They always have the collar quarterly. So check the what JPM collar is this time. 6,000, 60,000, 6,100, 6,100. Yeah, so it means that they wanted to close below that. But 6,100, we already is very low, very much lower than that. So um, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know why I'm gonna go that low, but the um, yeah. What is the downside? So 6,100 is the top. What is the downside? 60,000. Okay, so then if the 60,000 is the downside, so it means that either market going to close below the 6,000, so then both sides will expire worthless. So market wanted to maybe have 60,000. They wanted to close above 60,000, 6,000. So then, yeah. But let's see how. I think there's a possibility that they're going to continue the downward trend today. Uh, Usually, these slow days or where the equity market are closed, they always go against the uh, uh, usually go against the daily trend. So if it's in the daily chart, you see a long term, you know. But if you have not identified the weakness, if this in this week you're thinking it's gonna break out or market is gonna quick, slowly grinding down and gonna stop everyone out. So I still feel that there's a high likelihood that market continue the downward trend. But now question is that because we are, if you look at the VWAP and everything, we are so extended. Uh, We are below the yesterday low, right? So we are downtrending, but we are downtrending way much, right? So now the question is that are we going to do what, right? Are we going to do a bounce first before we push this down, or are we going to continue this momentum on the downside for the another leg before bouncing it? So that's why it's get tricky. So I'm glad that this bounce has already happened. Okay, so this bounce has already happened, retesting the yesterday low, so it's still below that. So we'll see that maybe this is the bounce. That's it, and then market just come down back again, or market has already see the lows, and then market just going to rip higher, right? So in any scenario, we'll be ready for both. But the only thing is that don't preempt anything. We're just gonna go with the flow. Guys, if you have any question on YouTube and X, please, and really appreciate if you give a thumbs up. We really need your support. A lot of good things are coming from us. I'm creating a free beginner course for all of you guys. So just to give us thumbs up and appreciation to know that you're really looking forward to that. I see so many people are online, but I only have a 2 likes so far. So please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Really, really appreciate it, man. And ladies and gentlemen, both of whoever you are. And free and engage, man. Engage. Ask questions. If you have any question, ask. How would you gonna learn if you're not gonna ask a question? So 2 more minutes. Crude oil is still on the 74.31, so crude oil is not really breaking out at this point, but still holding the top. All right, 1 more minute. Good luck, guys. Be very careful. Don't think that that whatever we saw in the pre-market and it's just gonna continue. It may not. So just be very careful what you see. Don't just think on the one side biasness and just continue. We need to wait for market to give us, and if possible, market doesn't give. It's just gonna be too choppy or too aggressive on either direction. So already 3 more seconds. Let's see what this market does here. Right, first push down. Here you go. The first leg's down. Very aggressive. This is, I don't want like that aggressive motions. Okay. All right, we see the bounce now. Yeah, I mean, ES has a volatility, so we can trade ES. Okay, so first 1 minute down, and the market is consolidating under the lows. Very slow momentum. Market tried to bounce, couldn't bounce. Still watching it to see that. See, the buyer came in. Let's see if it can flush us down under 59.96. We can enter. Not yet. Okay, I'm in. We wanted to continue the downtrend. I didn't like the bounce on the low on the 60. Come on, continue. Okay, just continuing in. So low of the day 59.87. Again, it's really holding lows. I don't see any aggressive orders here on the downside. But there's nothing is coming as well. Thing is, didn't do anything wrong, but there's a couple of bottoming things here. Um, Come on. Okay, it's coming down now. One we want another flush. Here you go. Come on, we one flash. It pushes back again. It broke down, make the new low, but then I didn't like this candle. Uh, Come on, continue. See the aggressive selling, but very slow aggressiveness. Tape is also really slow. Okay, it's pushing down now. Come on, we want the low of the day, which is close to 59.87. Very strong, aggressive, 5 minutes. Come on, we want this to break. Come on, break this, go to 59.92. Come on, bring the stop order, trail it now. We don't want this to be stop out on the put on the break even. We don't want to lose it because the 5 minute extended, but it's moving very slowly. Mike can easily retest the. Come on, continue. Come on, flush it. Come on, good. Very slow flush. This is the prior support, 1992. Come on. Pushes down. 58.92 is a prior support. Let's see what it does here. Another 30 seconds. Good. Just trail it. We want this flush. Come on, can it flush? Good. Good. Come on, flush. Come on, good. Can it flash? Good. All right, I took the partial. Very good trade. I mean, awesome trade. Did you? Anyone of you took it with me? I see back to back two green. Yeah. And guys, where are you on the YouTube? Have you guys taken the trade? Have you guys taken the trade, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Come on, guys. Give us a thumbs up. We want more subscribers, and we need really more support from you guys. Here you go, man. Here, this is a spike. Look at this spike. I'm not in the spike, but that's good. If you are still holding that trade, look at this spike coming in. Oof. So this is the buying spot. If it's gonna break down here, you're gonna go to the 57.79. Yeah, I just took it because it really extended. Uh, yeah, I told you there will be no buyers because there is no dip, because there is the low volume. They usually kill the market like that, right? So this is their trick. Now they basically capitulate people who have bought it yesterday in FOMC. This is the way it is coming down very slowly and then pushes down is definitely a capitulation who were bought it yesterday over the highs. Definitely is a capitulation. This is just a capitulation happened. Now NQ is retesting the pre-market low. Let's see what has happened here. Can it bounce from the pre-market low, or it gonna continue the momentum? Still, there's no bid. There's no bid at all on the upside. There's no bid yet. It seems like there's another leg coming down now. So this spike came in. We're exactly in the buying zone right now. The last spike happened in 59.79. And if we go back and look at it, see those who are on the YouTube, you might not going to see my other screen, which I'm sharing on the Discord. So if you want to understand my charting and everything, you can come and join. This one you can see here. We saw the crude oil also spiking up. Look at the crude oil. It's close to 75 now. So if the crude oil has started going back up, that's definitely going to create a sell-off. As I said in the pre-market as well, today's sell-off is all going to depend on the crude oil. If crude oils continue to break out, there's a high likelihood that the ES and NQ continue to come down as well. So very nice trade so far. I'm really happy with the results. I'm almost $1,400 up for the day, which definitely includes the last night short. Dan, last time we have a methodology class, and I wish you would be there. We were shorting it, and market was just dropping it during the class. Do you sleep or no? Here you go. Okay. Let's see what it does happen. I mean, it's still like 16. If we can get a smaller bounce here and then continue downward, I think that's good. But right now, there's no green candle at all. It's all red candles, and crude oil is just keep breaking out. I was really appreciate. I know it's just I'm just keep repeating, but really appreciate. I really need your support. We need your support for us to grow. And if you share and then share on the X, give it a thumbs up. That will really help us to get more visibility with other traders. Here you go. The spike down came in. As I said, that market is really weak. Look at this breakdown. So those who are thinking about, thinking, oh, this is a support we're gonna go buy? Look at this. I think this is a nail, last nail. We are very close to the support area now. It still pushes down. This Here you go. Another leg down. There's another leg down. I mean, there's no buying at all. See, as we said today, these institutions are taking advantage of low liquidity of institutions. And then also problem is the crude oil is just keep breaking out. There might be something fishing as well. So if what, sorry, what? Oh, that's maybe the reason. This is a perfect day to just short, 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 short. I just quickly scalped one more trade, but I don't know. I mean, it's really fast. The crude oil is just moving so really fast. What's happening here? I just entered the on the pullback the crude oil. Let's see if we can push us on the upside. So far, it's not doing good. I want this to hold this level. I'm on the long on the crude oil. Remember, the crude oil 1 point is equal to $1,000. So if you're gonna trade CL, so mind your size. You can easily blow your account, and it's little less liquid and less. It can spike as well. It's not really bouncing yet. I was expecting to bounce. It's broke out. Has a small pullback. Now we want to continue to pull up. I don't want to go further down. Nope, it's coming down as well. Go on, hold this. Market is bouncing, and then so the crude oil is pushing down now. Seems like I'm gonna take the stop out. I'm just gonna put a little bit down here, 67, below the previous consolidation. So my entry is 74.90 and my stop is 74.67. So it's almost 30 points, means $300 loss, stop loss. Market is trying to bounce, and crude oil is trying to reverse. But if it's the news is related to the war, then this momentum in the oil should continue. Doesn't really matter whether market wanted to bounce a little bit or not. But I think crude oil should continue the upside momentum based on the fear. But what I was noticing, last few weeks, I was just retesting it. Is that the crude oil has a tendency to spike on the news, but then fade out the whole move. So therefore, it is really risky to trust is a news related moves as well, even though it's directly related with the geopolitical news. But you know what? It is what it is, right? It's pulled back a little more than I was expecting. But still, there is a 2 minutes before this 5 minute close. If it's closed above 54.80, 74.80, then then it's mean that the idea is still working. It seems like it doesn't wanna it doesn't want it to pull back. Come on, market is just trying to make another low. CL is trying to hold 74.80. Come on, we need a spike up. Come on, give it a spike back up. $10 mark is coming up. Remember 10 o'clock. Come on, pull back. Come on. 15 more seconds before 10 o'clock. Okay, it seems like we're gonna stop out. It's not holding it at all. Market is also pulling back up now. We are very shy away from stopping out on the crude oil. Last chance for the crude oil. I stopped out on the crude oil. What a useless trade, huh? The crude oil. What's the point of jumping that much then? And there's no continuation. At 10 o'clock, we'll see that what market does. Market may not do much. Remember the short day, right? So I've stopped out on the crude oil trade. So far, awesome day. The worst thing could it be that the crude oil just gonna bounce after stopping us out. It looked like this was accurate assessment. The market, the crude oil is now bouncing. Look at this. Stopped us out and then now bounced all the way up. I'm not taking any more trailer. I'm not sure whether market will push one more leg down or it is just done. I think it could have been done. This could have been done. Hmm. Yeah, market is bouncing. Market pushes up. Yeah, it's a short day, so we're gonna hang around a little bit. But I'm not gonna trade anymore. Had a good profitable 3 trades. Still extended from the VWAP, so we don't know what's gonna happen next. You can is still easily grind for another 1 hour and then just uh, comes down. So no entry, no trade for now. If you have any question, if you want me to look at something, let me know. Hello, Heath. How you doing? Where are you, buddy? You missed 3 good trades. Hey, is she okay now? Good. Good, good. That's fine. I mean, it's just a half day, so don't push any trades now. We had already, yeah, yeah. We basically got 2 short, one pre-market and one then after that. And in fact, we also got two trades yesterday, last night in the class. While we were trading, we say, "Oh, it's falling, it's falling." It's okay. Let's get it. Just message me then. I could have provided you. Here you go. See after putting us out, now it's moving. So I basically tried the long, basically the crude oil and stopped me out. I tried one more time. I mean, it's just moving. I think it was just a normal pullback. But this time, I'm not going to give a full uh, stop loss. I'm just going to give 20, 10, 15 cents to see if this works. Okay, it's working now. It's really moving fast. Just bit late in the. Here you go, man. This just sucks crude oil. Sometimes you need to be on the same wavelength of the instrument as well, because all instrument doesn't move in a similar fashion. No, EMA. No, CL, crude oil. So I just went with crude oil. So you can even take the micro crude oil. I don't know what's the code. It's Y something, I guess. I, yeah, so I'm doing CL only. Yeah, it's a slow mover. I already stopped out once, so I'm just not going to give it too much room to this time. It exactly stopped me out and then I'm bouncing. Market is also climbing back up. I mean, it's simply going to reject somewhere here. It's just a normal down because it was extended. But I want crude oil to go back up. It's already breaking out. It's just a matter of pushes up, right? But it's really slow, so it's really not on my wavelength. I'm just trying to recover what I lost from crude oil, and just to get a little more experience because the idea is still the right. It's just that the I was thinking it's going to continue and not going to pull back all the way down. So once it pulled back all the way down, now it's bouncing. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think this time they might be expecting that this is not going to go far, and then the U.S. is not involved in it, right? So, but now the way the news are coming in, this conflict is look like a going to be conflict. So, yeah. I mean, it's already involved indirectly, but it's I think what I feel like the likelihood would be that if there will be a conflict, but if there will be no, if there will be no civil war inside the Iran, right? Then if there is no, then I guess the oil prices will stay controlled because then still the oil fields are under the control of Iran in government. But if there will be a civil war or something like that happen, you know, a regime change or anything could possibly get an impact on those sides, then I feel like maybe that's maybe the where crude oil is going to go crazy because then the fields are not in control of anyone. Right now things are controlled, so you know still the decision maker and authorities are there. So working this time is working. We are, uh, but we want more. We want more. I want to cover my losses. Meanwhile, I want 75 to break out. So it's just did right. So I just entered 74.70. That's where I entered. Yeah. I mean, you can still try the micro and then just swing it because I'm telling you, if you swing it, like think from the perspective of swinging. Think from swinging. If you swing and move $10, $15, then it's really you're really gonna see a big impact. Even micros. Because this one, the big contract CL, is really hard. You can't swing it. It's too much. It's for $1, 1 point is 1,000. So Uh, if it goes against you, it's gonna be done. So I think I like that. So I want now to see the divergence, the market and crude are both gonna go up, and then some point crude oil continue to go up, and then market is fails. That could be the awesome setup. But come on, go up. It's just $20 right now, man. It's so slow. Even the crude oil is so slow. Um, and it drops on you really well, 30, 40 cents. Here you go. Market is trying hard to come back down. So guys, bring some ideas what else we can do to get more viewership. I don't know, we're getting the lower viewership on the YouTube. Um, we have, yeah, YouTube, X, Facebook, but I don't think so anyone will go on that on Facebook. Sorry, yeah, yeah, we have on YouTube, but what else we can do? Because I'm not doing anything special. So I'm not doing anything special. So I'm just streaming at the same time all channels. So it's just basically, you know, might as well, right? I'm just paying to the one subscription where it's just going to stream everywhere at the same time. So I'm not doing anything special. But we post YouTube videos, shorts and all everything and the lessons. But still, we are not getting that many viewership. It's maybe there's too much competition these days. Everyone is a trader. See, this market is selling off here. Market rejected. Like, what are you doing? Hmm? Miguel is away. I think is off. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? Um, just pushes back down to all the profit. What a move we had. Don't stop me out now. I'm tired. I don't know, man. This is crazy. I'm gonna put on the break even if I'm stopped out. I'm stopped out. It's just the really bizarre price action. Should I? Yeah, yeah. And it was so close. Yeah. But on the daily chart, we have the high is 76, right? So on this day when breaking out happens 76. So yeah, if a 75 broke out, I think likely going to be 76. And I think now it's going. Now looks very promising. I'm just gonna move to 76 stop loss. Oh, the profit target 75.30. I mean, I feel like this moved really well, but it's always against you because it just moved 10 cents in your favor and then suddenly pull back 15-20 cents again. So if you need to trade, I think you need to trade a 15 minutes time frame. This is really slow. Man, it's coming. Come on, man. For just 1 second, it felt like it's going moving back up, but now again coming back down. Come on, I'm gonna stop out. I'm gonna take $10 at least. Big Mac. If I stop out now, I will take a Uber fare. I will stop out. I'm going to get Big Mac. Alright. I want a mortgage payment. Come on. Stop filled. Bear Big Mac. Not a Big Mac. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. It's just too slow. I can't just see because I don't like watching it and I'm gonna see if it's gonna break out over 76 and the momentum comes in and we'll take it. But right now, it's just 10 cents up, 10 cents down. I think I don't like it. It's too much mental capital. It's too stressful. Yeah, I don't think so. Any more trade, guys? I'm just gonna hang out a little bit more, and then uh, we're gonna end the stream, guys. If you have any question on the YouTube, feel free to ask now. Is the perfect time. Those who are on X, please give us a thumbs up. If you're hearing it, it's a good profitable day over $1,300, and I had a one crude oil loss, so I end up uh, finishing almost $900. This is my first trade. So here's the P&L on the YouTube. If you can see, so 800, 500, and then the third trade to crude oil, which I lost a little extra, 447. So almost $800 a day. Not bad on the holiday. Yeah. So I think the bias is there's still the downside, but the question is that how far it's gonna go up before it moves back down, or it's just gonna grind, up whole day until 12 o'clock before 30 minutes and then start dropping down again. It could both can happen. But market is still within the range. Market didn't break the. If I show you here, um, let me replace the screen for the YouTube. So look at this one. So I'm going to show you. So if you look at it here, we are right now here, right? And if we say this is the new structure created after the gap up, we are very much within the support of this structure. We are not breaking down on this structure. So as far as we are not breaking down under 5970, yes, there's likelihood that we're going to stay within this upper range. So this is a swing. This is a started gap. So this is a swing low. This is a swing high. Right now we are on the swing low retesting. Uh, Look at the crude oil. What the shit is trying to do? Why then stopping us out? Really? Yeah, but then why not why you need to break down like that previously, a couple of times? You never know. It breaks out, move 10 cents, and then move back down. So it's really crazy. Yeah, I wish I would have not taken the Big Mac. Got crazy, huh? Still not yet. I mean, still 75. It can easily just go back. Oh man, 75.04. Now it's moving. Why? Why did you do that to me? Now he's just gonna keep pushing. Okay, I'm not chasing this. Crude oil is not meant for me. All right, guys. If you have no questions, then I'm just gonna stop the stream and appreciate all of you being very supportive. Thank you, guys, and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so we're gonna. Yeah. All right. Bye, Heath. Bye, Vivek.